All right. Hello and good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is doing phenomenal. And I hope that you are having an amazing evening. I want to personally thank you. And I want to personally thank Dr. Michelle Thomas for this amazing opportunity. I just honor her and appreciate her so much for this privilege to come on and do a post conference recap. And listen, when I tell you that if you did not tune in to the conference today, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, we have just 1 day passes. We have the whole conference, but trust me, I think you might want to get the whole conference. But I'm just going to take this time now to have everybody come on in the room. Let me know where you're watching from. Who do we have? And go ahead and like and share. Angela, hello from Philly. I am so happy to see you, sis. I'm so glad to have you in the room. Make sure you go ahead and take this time to like and share. Go ahead and take this time to like and share. I would share, but it's already on all of my platforms, right? But I also want you to follow the Exceptional Woman Tour. And I want you to follow Dr. Michelle Thomas as well on Facebook and Instagram. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you time to do that. And you can follow her on Instagram at Your Business Surgeon. All right. At Your Business Surgeon. All right. So we are excited to have everybody. Hello, Angela Sharon from Philly. Good job. And then we have an amazing guest for this evening that had a session today, actually. And let's just look at our lineup from today. Listen, we had a phenomenal lineup. We had experts from all types of fields. We had Dr. Frida Millhouse Jones, Wendy Garvin Mayo. We had Reverend Valerie Benjamin and Minister Talisha Smith. We had Laura Weiner Kaiser. We had Dominique Dillard, Clara Capano, Dr. Teresa Mosley, Shakitha Marion, and you can look on the flyer and just see the information that they shared as far as their area of expertise. But it was absolutely amazing. Listen, I'm going to bring on our amazing guest tonight, and we actually have a little surprise for y'all tonight. So I'm rather excited about that. So you all come on in. Thank you so much, Angela. I greatly appreciate it. I got this actually through the Hype Squad brunch, and so I'm excited. And that's actually how I met Dr. Michelle, was through the Hype Squad brunch. So listen, it's amazing connections that are happening. I do not know why you have not signed up for this conference. Again, we even have 1 day passes for the conference. And so I am going to put the link in the chat, and I want to make sure that you sign up, at least even if it's just for your 1 day. Okay, a 1 day pass. If you want to get a 1 day pass, you are more than welcome to. But I am going to give you another 60 seconds to like, to share, to tag, so we can go ahead and get this post party started. But I am definitely honored to have you all here. Thank you, Angela. Yes, it was absolutely amazing. And then we have Dr. Michelle Thomas. But you never know where she's going to be. Is she in the comments? Is she going to be on the show? I guess you'll find out in just a minute, because you never know. That kind of rhyme. So let's go ahead and get this after party started. So in the room tonight, we have, hello, everybody say hello to Clara.
Hello. Hello. I'm sorry, I don't have any lipstick on. It's been a long day.
Listen, this is a casual conversation. I have my tea. Listen, and we're just going to have a good time.
On a high, though, from today. What a powerful lineup.
It was. Hold on just a second, because I want to bring in our other surprise, which is, drumroll please, Dr. Michelle Thomas. Woo! We have the founder and the creator of this amazing conference, iMatter conference, in the room. Listen, we laughed today. We cried today. We learned today. We leaned in today, and it was phenomenal. But I am so glad to have you, Dr. Michelle. I'm excited and elated to have you here in the room on tonight.
Listen. I'm like Clara. I had to turn the lights off in my office. I had to go to the big chair over here to the side. I had to like really take in what happened today
Yeah.
because as a producer, you build these plans, you build these visions of
Yeah.
what you want this to be, but it's life. It's life. Anybody who has hosted a concert, an event, a live event, or whatever, you know that there's the vision of it, but then the execution.
Mhm.
Yes.
Sometimes there are difficulties, breakdowns, disconnects, or what have you. But baby, when I tell you
Come on.
today couldn't have been scripted. It
Oh,
couldn't have been set up any, but God. That's all I'm gonna say.
but
But God, because
God.
each expert, and I call you guys experts.
Wow.
Each expert walked into this assignment
Yes.
not only prepared
Mhm.
but open, transparent, and delivered
Mhm.
Yes.
all of the necessary resources
Yeah.
that everyone in this audience needed to hear. And sometimes, as a speaker, that's not easy. That's to make sure that your deliverables
Mhm.
match the tone
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
of the
Yes.
conference. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes
Oh yeah.
you've
It
been on a
was so
conference and
amazing. Just again, I think you hit on it. Just so authentic and giving, and everybody just showed
Yeah.
up with the intention of delivering value for the audience, and it was just remarkable. It was really a powerhouse kind of day, and just so open. And yeah, I took away so many great nuggets.
Yeah. And
like, listen, for your audience, I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me show you. Let me show you. Just mm-mm.
notes on notes on notes.
Quit playing with me. I was, I was writing. And now I'm probably gonna have to need someone to interpret what I actually wrote down because I'm trying to write at the same time. So it's all up and down the pages. It's all over the place. But just the amount of information that was delivered.
Yeah.
I thank you, Adelia, and your team of I Am My Morning Coffee for being our premier podcast.
Mhm.
Um, that was so powerful because not all the time do we, as leaders, we
Yes.
don't think about the before and after. We think
Mm.
about the doing.
Yeah.
So, at the Exceptional Woman Network, we want to make sure that we do more, we give more than we talk.
Right.
Mm.
We provide more than, I don't want us to just be known as, okay, so people just pop up there and they say great things and then they drop the mic and then they go on.
Right. Right. Right.
Even just this follow up shows that for those who wasn't here, y'all saw in the email, everybody was like, okay, I wasn't able to make it, but this is what I got from this. This is so amazing. This is what,
Yes.
and so to have experts that not only brought their expertise, but was fully invested
Yeah.
Yeah.
in this process was phenomenal. But this ain't my show. So I just,
But what I will say is that you're the reason we're here. So so I thank you. I'm honored that you even propose this idea and this concept, and it's I'm just completely honored, floored, cried a lot when you first asked me to do this, but I'm just completely thrilled and thankful, and the most important thing is I hope that I'm making you happy. That's what I
listen,
hope.
um, you you have been just phenomenal in this process. And I'm gonna be transparent because y'all know that's me. Everybody knows. First of all, before I go any further, let me shout out to my Facebook page. And I was able, y'all know I'll click a button in a minute. That's why I have a whole IT team because they know that from a technical standpoint, I know what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna click it till it makes it happen. So somehow
Yeah.
or another, by the grace of God, I connected
I did
to
too. Yeah.
right. I connected.
Make
So,
it work. Make
Screaming
it
all
work.
over.
but that's what this is about. This is not
Yeah.
about me wanting to have my face over across the globe or whatever. This is about each one of us in our own ecosystem and our own followers now, because we're all exceptional women,
Yes.
bringing all of us together so that not only can we pour into each other, but we can also grow from each other,
Yep.
and
Oh,
we can learn.
absolutely.
And so my transparent moment is listen, at 10:30 last night, I was sitting right here in the same chair, y'all. You don't even want to know what I look like. Like this wasn't it. This was not the look that was here. And and because behind the scenes you're trying to make sure everything connects and everything is going what we need to do, and we had this plan for the morning show and whatever, and it wasn't working out. And this beautiful lady right here, just in a text, I mean in an email, it wasn't a conversation, in an email, she released me from that pressure. All she said was, "Don't worry about it. I got it. We'll take it on. We got the people. We'll carry the morning. We got this figured out." She said, what I need you to do is I just need you to breathe and know that we have you. And so for me to be the person who is trying to facilitate this and pull that together, like I'm speaking to all of speakers and conference people and whatever. Listen to what I'm saying to you. When you do people right, when you put people in your place, I'm not talking about a payroll, because none of these folks are on a payroll of mine.
Yeah.
But when you meet people with your true, authentic self and you give them who you are, people will show up for you.
They do. And I think one of the other speakers even mentioned that. She talked about, you got to get your circle together. And, that's exactly what it was. And we were talking before we went live, how it's like you just get this feeling with certain people that you just know you need to know them. You don't know why yet, but you just know. And, and just knowing that, because, we really do support each other. And, talking about the idea of when you show up to truly give, that's the right way to do it. And it'll always come back to you. But that's why we're here. And, as exceptional women, we are exceptional because we know everyone's exceptional. And we are here to help them uncover their own exceptionality when they
I like that.
Listen, if y'all want to figure out how to take a word and turn it into an actual adjective and an action, this lady right here, Claire.
Exceptionality. There we go.
That's it. I love it. I love it.
Has changed the dictionary for my life. You hear what I'm saying?
Listen,
generally for my life. She will take a word right off the top of her head and she'll be like, okay, so that's it. And I'm like, girl, okay, so listen, y'all know my disclaimer. I'm gonna give you credit.
Get your pens. Get your pens.
I'm gonna take that from me. But I just before you do, and I know I'm encouraging
you're fine.
what you got going on, but I want to say this to Claire. We met in San Francisco at someone else's platform. She didn't know me. I didn't know her. She came up to me and we were talking about just her presentation and how powerful it was. And Clara said to me, "We're gonna work together. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is." She said, "Well, what you need, you call me and I'm there." And ladies and gentlemen, she showed up. She has not only she didn't show up just for today. My love for her isn't about the fact that she was a speaker on my stage. My love for her is, here's a young lady that didn't know me from anybody. And everything that I asked, she was the first one to chime in. Wow. She was the first one. Y'all didn't workbooks? Clara, show them the face, Clara. Digital workbooks. She was like,
I'm in a little trouble.
Can I just build mine? Can I just build mine in Canva? Because I don't even know what's happening here. I'm just gonna send it to you. But I have this connection with her.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry.
Bringing her and people like her and you, Adelia, and bringing you guys into the Exceptional Woman Network is the reason that God gave me the vision.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's
Girl, take
beautiful.
your show back. Because okay, go
No,
ahead.
no, listen, listen. This is a collaboration. And so let me stress that. And so, speaking of exceptional women, I want to bring another one in that
Uh-oh.
shut the show down today.
Mm.
Everybody give a round of applause for our amazing Reverend Valerie. Listen, listen.
I'm sorry,
She
y'all.
is-
I'm sorry. Okay, to the audience. Okay, let me tell you why I'm real good right now. Let me tell you why. Let me just go on and break this down before y'all even try to figure out what happened over there. Um, what Adelia just said is minimum to what it just you had to be there. You had to be there. And so Valerie is my Aunt Val who has rocked with me since this stuff was just a piece of paper. Well, okay. But she is that person. And when I ask her to share her story, that was our first choice. That was how this started. But one day we just happened to be on the phone and I said, do you think T will get on there and share it from the children's perspective?
Wow.
Ladies, did that not add a whole new layer of emotion
Oh my God.
to someone that's in recovery? I listen. Text messages, hearts, all kind of stuff been flying across his phone because I always have to let her know how she covers me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love it.
Not because of who I am and what I do. She doesn't care anything about no money or what stage presence. I am her assignment.
Mm. That is powerful. And what I think what was wonderful from today is what I acknowledge is that every speaker that you had,
Every speaker.
it was like an assignment circle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there was a word that something was said that was assigned to someone
Right.
that was viewing. Matter of fact, my coworker came into my office and was like, "Oh my God." and she I was like, really? I had no idea. And she was just thrilled, especially some of the things. I won't share her testimony, but there were some things that really hit home for her
Yeah.
that she really needed to hear. And if we can just have our amazing Clara, did I say it correctly?
Yes, you did.
Wonderful. I would like for you to just recap a little bit. What did you share with our amazing audience today? Because what they don't know is that they need to go and get the pass anyway so that they can get the replays.
There we
Okay.
go.
They need
Absolutely.
the whole conference.
Yes, they need it. They need it. Oh, well, thank you. You know, for me, I shared a little bit about my story of having complete and total breakdown and burnout. And basically, I view it as I put myself and I lived in prison for years by living by other standards. And I think so many women, you know, on our road to be exceptional, on our road to really understand that we matter, we are trying to live by other standards, and that dims our own personal light. And what we need to do is believe in our inner self and start to redefine what success looks like, so we are back in the driver's seat of our life. And you know, as Dr. Michelle was saying, I make a play on my name, and I created the clarity success model. So I walk
I
them
love
through
that's
7
creative.
steps of clarity so that they can, you know, really again bring that in and feel more empowered in their own lives, and you know, walking in their own path. So
Wow. That
yeah.
was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And listen, you hit something. I need to go ahead and sign up for whatever it is that you got because yeah, I need some clarity on some things. And sometimes, you know, God will just that's another thing that I appreciate, Dr. Michelle, is that you allow the freedom of our spiritual expression. And I will always and forever carry God with me on whatever platform I walk on. And that's just how I rock. But God has been just giving so much. And Sometimes it's so much you need clarity, like on what to do with it all, because there's so much to unpack. But I also want to give this amazing woman, Reverend Valerie, I want you to give us a brief recap and the amazing and beautiful moment that took place with you and your sister. I mean, you and your daughter. Just share with us briefly. You were actually on the pre-show this morning, and we had a mighty good time. And and then the information that you shared, just the moments and the nuggets during the show today, during the conference today, was absolutely beautiful. Can you just share just a little bit about your point? Don't give them all of it now, because I put the link in the chat. They need to go register. But just give them a little snippet of what they missed today.
Wow, I was coming to just watch. I wasn't coming to be a part. I said, "Oh, let me go, because I got to go pick up my grandson at 9." But
Oh, okay, no problem.
yes, I know. He be all right. He got a new style. He be all
Listen,
right.
whenever you need to go, you got it. You're good.
But this was if you missed today, don't miss tomorrow, and don't miss Saturday. My God. This is I was charged. I thank God for the wonderful lady Clarity. You just you unleashed me. You set me free.
Why? Thank you. That's such an honor. Thank you.
My daughter and I were so blessed. When we got off, we were still crying. We were still crying. And she said to me, she said, "Ma, get ready, because we're going to be going on a circuit together. Let's do this together."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my God, what?"
Wow.
What?
That's amazing.
So I shared about where I came from in my addiction. I was an IV drug user, and I shared about that and the process and the insanity that came with it. And as I put it in my digital workbook, which I never done before, which was awesome. It was awesome. I was adding stuff, asking questions, true or false. And but I was talking about how it's important to admit that you got a problem.
Yeah.
Problem will never change until you admit it internally. Everybody else could tell us. I was talking about how everybody was pointing to me and how I was looking horrible, and I was wearing a small body suit that 3 legs could get inside, and I was telling nobody don't know I'm all right. You know how we get, and don't touch me, like what, didn't have time, and I always wore short hair, but I wore it back there because I didn't have time to do my hair.
Wow.
Didn't have time to do my hair. So, so I put in how we got to get to the place where we admit. We admit that we got a problem. The journey was a lot of stops, a lot of tries, a lot of failures, keep going back. But for the grace of God. But for the grace of God.
But for his grace.
What? But for the grace of God.
My gosh, but his
I was
grace.
trying to kill myself one time. I didn't tell this one. Sitting on the railroad track, waiting for the train to come take me out of here.
Wow.
And I was too afraid to live, and I was too afraid to die. That was the truth. And like she was saying, prison. When she came out and said she was for the prison, I was like, what? This is where I want to go. I want to go to Help the Women. Because I used to work at Clinton. I was like, I want to go back to there. And when she did that illustration, that just blew me away.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I'm free, no longer bound.
Yes.
And then I admit, and then I become to an acceptance place.
Yeah.
An acceptance that I had a problem. My arms were raw, like my daughter said. Still to this day, she could not look at my tracks. They're a little bit better. I used to have a hole in the middle of my arm.
Wow.
It was ugly. Wore long sleeve shirts, even in 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
He did not want nobody to see your tracks. He just did not want to do that.
Right.
And then, the acceptance part, and I accepted help, finally went away, got some help, went to detox, went to rehab. Still wasn't 100% sure that this thing was going to work, but all I knew is I needed to stop and stay stopped. That was it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then now in the action stage, living my life. It'll be 36 years in May. I could cry. 36 years. Audience that I have not intravenously used, sold my body, did all kinds of stuff to be able to get my drugs, lived a crazy life, kicked out. Oh, what a life. You don't have to do that anymore. So that was the action piece.
Yes.
You're free, and you're free indeed. The Bible says, who the Son set free is free
Free
indeed.
indeed.
And
That's
guess
it.
what? God had the audacity to call me to be a preacher. I was like, what? What? I was riding my bicycle, and he said, and these are the people you're going to be preaching to, and these are people sleeping in the doorways in the stores, in front of the stores. I said, preaching, and that was it. And been on
Yeah.
this journey.
Wow.
Yep, we can't help our calling. We're
That's right.
called
That's
something,
right.
and we might fight it, but it's gonna get us.
Yeah.
And I'm working towards earning a doctorate. So all this other stuff, yes, I'm blessed.
Go, Doc. Go, Doc.
Blessed with that. But the
No,
first
yeah.
one, yes, the
Oh,
first
come
one.
on, I said, wait a girl, then get over there in that corner because every time that you get on camera, I need you to do this.
I know that's right. You see all this work?
See, I got my story.
Well, this is my
But like the young
office.
people say, I got my receipt too.
Yes, this is my office right now. I'm doing private practice, which I love, and it's utilizing the word of God. I'm a licensed clinical pastoral counselor at the same time, and I love it. I just love it. I got tired of working for the secular world. I want to do what I got to do for God and go forth and help women, men, women, and I'm excited. It's slowly moving, but it's moving. Like you say, it's moving.
It's moving.
And, yeah,
right.
so I'm grateful. I hope that's enough because
that was great. That was great. And do you have to go now? Because
no, I got to
You good?
quarter
Okay,
to 9.
okay.
I got to quarter to 9.
okay, awesome. But you know what? What I do want to say,
Okay,
you said something that was very. Oh, go ahead, Dr. Michelle. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say, what was very powerful is you showed or you shared, you and Clara, just with what you all shared. It's that in between. It's about accepting that call.
Mhm.
Your call is why you're here right now.
Right.
And how many other people, how many other women need their call stirred up and woken up
Yep.
on the inside of them? And sometimes it takes words from a Clara, it takes words from a Reverend Valerie, it takes words from a Dr. Michelle, it takes words from an Adelia or Angela, whoever's in the comments, to stir something awake or to water it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes your words are water.
Yeah.
To put on whatever it is that people have to say. And Dr. Michelle, was there something that you wanted to add?
I just wanted to shout out Angelina Squire. He just had a comment up there. Miss Angelina, and I'm not gonna cry, y'all, because I need these lashes to last for 2 more days. Angelina is another person that has rocked with me. She was on my conference last year. Listen, y'all, last year on our virtual conference, we had 1.2 million views. That's how many times that conference was viewed. And Miss Angelina, I met her again. I met her at that conference. I haven't met her live yet, but she has been on this journey with me. And I just wanted to publicly be able to let her know that she's got an email coming because I have gifted her for the next 2 years a membership to the Exceptional Woman Network.
All
Because
right.
she has been
Listen.
this journey with me. So I just wanted to say that to her so that she can get a little bit of shine too. She has some courses on our learning platform. You guys, go and take one of her courses. She is a phenomenal person.
Excellent. We definitely will. And you know what, which I hate that we are wrapping up our time, but you know what? We have more time to spend together all weekend long. The link is in the chat. So you go ahead and register. But before we go, I want some closing remarks in 60 seconds or less. And also shout yourselves out. If there's something that you have going on, Clara or Dr. Valerie or even Dr. Michelle,
I like that.
Go ahead and share that. Oh yeah. Dr.
Valerie. Yeah, I mean, I do. I have my third book is coming out in July. It's going to be a guidebook and a survival guide for the working mom. So look for that in July. Just another way to share my story and share my tips with everyone.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, look, Dr. Val.
I don't have anything yet, but it's coming. It's in the oven.
Okay.
Oh, yes, she
does.
does.
1.2 million.
I'm sorry. Let me give her a shout out.
Wait.
When you join our conference, you will have a digital workbook and an agenda. Inside of that agenda is a link for you to connect with her new practice, which is called Kadesh Biblical counseling.
Base
And
counseling,
so I want you guys to connect with her, because what you're getting right now with her is true, authentic. But she's got the and I say that in a joking way, but I also want to, because I tell my audience all the time, make sure that you know who you're following.
Absolutely.
Make sure that if you, even if somebody makes you feel warm and fuzzy, make sure that they also have the credentials to back up the
That's good.
information and the guidance that they're leading you on, because I want you to know that you can be safe, you can grow, and you can be better as long as you connect yourself with vetted people. And
Yes.
that
That's
is
the
what
truth.
we bring to you
That's
on
the
this
truth.
network, is we bring true vetted people, but we're not that vetted that we can't cry with you, can't laugh with you, can't sit around and make you feel like that we're all human too. So that is my shout out, my closing statement for my Aunt Valerie. I just need to go ahead and throw that in there.
And you know what? And I know we got to go, but this has been phenomenal. I was with the phenomenal conference in the beginning and it started out, but this, when I talked to my other daughter and my friends, and I was like, y'all needed to be here, right? Because we need this. We need this to help build our self-worth, our self-esteem, where we're going, our dreams, that we're just not a castaway. And so I do thank you very much, Michelle, everyone that's on this panel. I mean, everyone that's coming, learning so much. Oh, it's just been a blessing. It's a continuous blessing. And I love it. I love it. So thank you. I'm honored.
Mhm.
And
Well said.
Miss Adelia, I know we're 2 minutes over, but I cannot leave this. I'm not shouting anything out about me. My job is to make sure that I support and all the amazing people that's in my ecosystem.
Wow.
But
Yes.
you guys don't know, I met her actually by happenstance also, and it was a click. And she was the first person, because I know a lot of podcasters. So if y'all watching, I love y'all. Y'all here, I'm saying. But she was the right podcast for the tone of this conference. And so for her to shift her day, for her to bring her team and the hype squad. I gotta meet the hype squad. I'm just saying.
I'm squad.
So I created in honor of her, I created the E Squad. So the hype squad, y'all gonna get into the E Squad. We're gonna get together. We
I
got a
love it.
squad.
We're gonna
We got
squad
clown
up.
squad. I'm just saying, we gonna get it all together. But I do want to let you know, I've always been a fan of yours from the moment that I was able to have that one conversation on the phone with you. And so I want you to keep pushing, keep growing. Take advantage of this time that you have with Exceptional Woman Network. Hopefully it turns into a lifetime membership, but we have people that need to hear your ministry.
Wow.
Tomorrow, if y'all are on here and y'all love her, she is on tomorrow.
Yes, she is.
Tomorrow, you get your girl, our girl, to come in, and she's going to over deliver, because we know that's what she does. So I don't do a bunch of talking. I make sure that we deliver more than what we are asking of you guys. So if you do tune in, the bonuses and the opportunities that are going to be open up to you is phenomenal. It is. So thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity.
No, thank you. Thank you. Listen, I have cried enough today, y'all. But I know a God opportunity when I see it. I remember in my clothes. Look, don't the preacher get like 3 closes in my clothes?
You're allowed. You're allowed.
And right. So in my 3rd close, I want to say that I had a dear friend of mine. I was talking to him about an issue like some years ago, and he gave me the simplest answer, but yet the most powerful one. He said, "Adelia, I don't even know why you're asking me." He said, "You know you hear God." I was like, "What does that mean?" And he's like, "You know you hear God."
My God.
So if you know that, then, but he said, because I'm your friend, I'm going to tell you that. But be careful asking people certain things, because not everybody understands that you hear God. And so they'll try to talk you and confuse you. And so what I want to say is that it has been an honor to be with some women that are not confused about their call, not confused about what it is that they're doing. And
Amen.
what everybody's doing. Dr. Michelle, you have sown some seeds to through this conference.
Mhm.
And you were right about what we talked about. You remember that conversation? Oh yeah, that's gonna be you on the radio saying what she's saying. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, but it all matures, it all takes time, and it's all gonna cultivate.
Mhm.
So I want everybody to please tune in tomorrow. Friday, and I'm actually up tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. I want you to join us tomorrow, March 24th. I will be discussing the works of the promise. Yeah, we're gonna do some work. There's some things that God really dealt with me on as it pertains to accountability, as it pertains to being obedient to what he says, because disobedience has a price. And so sometimes we don't want to talk about that. We would just want to talk about how things are going wrong, but we don't want to talk about how we played a role in that. And so even though we may have a promise for something, I'm not going to go too far into my speech, but you got to know how to work what God promised you. And you can't
Yeah,
get mad at what
that's
happened
good
in
word.
between if it's your fault. All right. So
Good
we're gonna
word.
talk about accountability. And then we have the amazing Leslie Liu that will be on tomorrow. And then we have a whole lineup tomorrow, y'all. Y'all look at this
See,
flyer, okay?
I
We
see.
have Venice Johnson,
Mhm.
Sonia Wather. Is that Wather?
Wait,
Um,
from
Mo
the
Smith,
UK. From the
Ayana
UK. She is
from the
all the way here.
UK.
She's
Listen,
up in the middle of her night.
this is an international conference. Do you hear me?
Mhm.
Global, literally, because of all these amazing speakers that we have. So I am elated. So I hope you all can join in and tune in. You can get a 1-day pass, and you can join the party if you like, and then join us on Saturday, March 25th. Make sure you come in, and we're gonna have all of these dynamic speakers that will be coming, and we're
Yes,
gonna be doing
yes.
morning inspirations. We're gonna be doing recaps. So join us tomorrow morning at 6:30 on all platforms for I Am a Morning Coffee, and we'll make sure we get them to the Exceptional Women's Network as well.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Did you have something, Dr. Michelle?
Just saying, hey Tracy Dog. Listen,
Oh,
you guys, I'm just saying. Hey, Zenobia Jackson. That listen, y'all don't know. So Zenobia every Tuesday gets my spirit together. She is taking care of me. Tracy Dove, without me shedding any tears, has rocked with me. I met her in Ohio. She became my sister. When I lost my son, who was playing with her son, when I lost my son, she has followed me no matter where I move to make sure that
wow,
I'm okay.
Mhm.
wow.
Years, you guys, long before I was on anybody's camera or whatever, I try to make sure that the people who groom me into
Mm,
what you guys see,
wow.
groom me, carry me through that.
Mm,
I want to always make sure that I take that time to
That's
acknowledge
awesome.
because sometimes we
absolutely.
don't know how we impact someone's life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow. So
I love you, Tracy.
make sure y'all give whoever you're thinking about, whoever you need to thank, their flowers. Even the people that did you wrong, you need to give them their flowers too,
Yeah. All
because
right now.
their wrongdoing pushed you into the right side of things.
My
Yep.
God.
And so,
That's
yeah,
that's a
Absolutely.
word right there. That's a
it's a
word.
Mhm.
word. It's a word. So join us also tomorrow
Yes.
at 8 o'clock, as we will be doing another recap of the day's events.
Okay.
But we want to thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us on tonight. This has been a exceptional woman tour, and I Am a Morning Coffee
That's
collaboration.
right. That's
And so
right.
we are elated, ladies. Before you run, please just hang tight. I want to get a quick screenshot, if that's okay, before everybody logs off. But
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and let our audience go. But we love you all. We thank you so much for tuning into the post show. We absolutely adore you all, and thank you so much for tuning in to the I Am a Morning Coffee and Exceptional Woman Tour iMatter Conference post show. And we hope to see you all tomorrow at 6:30 a.m.
Yes.
and during the conference. Go get your tickets. It's in the chat. All right. So you all take care and have a good night.
Good night.